cell phone charger if you need one for 10 minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Done with work? Enjoy the sunshine?
I'm on call until the morning, so hopefully.
Oh, no. Hopefully.
It stays quiet.
Hopefully it stays quiet. Oh, no. So are you a doctor here?
Surgical assistant.
Surgical assistant. Very cool. How long have you been doing that?
It'll be 13 years in July.
Wow. 13 years in July. That's cool. How'd you get into doing something like that? Where you just decided you wanted to?
I went through a lot of different things. I initially went to Columbia for portrait and fashion photography.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very different.
Yeah, and you said, you know what? I'm going to want to see people the inside, not the outside. What's up?
Way different, I know. And then I had a minor in ASL interpretation.
Okay.
And it just wasn't enough for me.
Okay.
So I initially went to school for medical assistant after that. And it was way too much clinic work.
Sure.
And I wanted to be inside. I wanted to know all the procedures. And I went back to school for surgical tech. And that was my way in. Surgical tech and surgical assist are somewhat the same things, just you go to school a little longer, 7 months longer, just to learn how to close. But
as a tech or
as a scrub tech, you're in school for 18 months, and then if you want to be a first assist, you go back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have to work directly under a doctor to become a first assist.
Okay.
And you do another 7 months of training, but that's more hands-on training.
Sure. Okay. And then you said close, so that means actually closing up after the surgery's done and making sure.
Yeah, the surgeons, they usually come in after we're open, and then they actually do the procedure, and then once everything looks good, they're out and we close up.
Wow, I had no idea that it was like that. So somebody opens, the surgery is performed by the surgeon, and then somebody else closes up after.
So it's usually at the time where the surgeon goes and talks to the family and say everything went well.
Sure. Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting. Do they have a reason for why they break it down like that? Or?
No, there's no reason, because most places they don't have surgical assists. So it's the surgeon from start to finish.
Yeah.
But these bigger institutions like academic hospitals, they do. But more of a community hospital, they don't.
I see. Okay. Yeah. So a learning hospital, teaching hospital, they might do something like that. Okay. Well, that's interesting. And have you always been here at Rush? Or?
So I work here, and I'm also at Lurie Children's.
Oh.
I work on both cardiac teams.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cardiac teams. You get work on people's hearts then.
Yeah.
That's cool. Did you want to focus on something like that, or did you just?
Yes, that was. I can scrub everything, but my main focus is cardiac.
Interesting. How come you decided to focus on cardiac?
It started with peds. I love a lot of the congenital heart defects.
Yeah.
It's I think it's really cool, especially when you see a patient and they come in and they're pale blue, and then when you're finished they're pink and warm. It's something about it.
Sure, you really get to see the work. You get to see that you're really helping people. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm very fascinated by medical professions, the medical field. Scrubs is my favorite show.
Yeah. Have you started watching The Pitt?
I have not.
Okay, it's on HBO Max.
Okay.
A lot of us, we all like The Pitt because it's very real. It's realistic.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's about, each episode, they break down 1 12-hour shift.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah, it's insane.
Okay. And that's what I heard. It's very much like that. I tend to be more of a comedy guy. I like that.
Oh.
Yeah. But I get it. Yeah, because drama, I'm just I'm bored by it. That's just me. But I get it. That would be interesting, like you said, to see what it was like. Because, when Scrubs came out in my 20s, I was like, maybe I could be a doctor.
Well, yeah, it's not as serious as everyone thinks it is.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Yeah, because I was where I live. I was in Hollywood to be an actor, right? And so Scrubs came out, and I was literally across the street from the Kaiser Hospital for all of LA. So I would go and get the cheap doctor foods at the cafeteria and stuff, and I'm like, maybe I could put on a thing, but see what happens. Go to school for it. But I was like, no, I'm an actor, not a student. It's not for me.
Yeah, it's too much to work on.
And that's really it. And what also people said, What's going on here? Oh, he's flipping at you? Yeah. Cheeky. All right. Yeah, it's a lot of school, and I've talked to a few people because doing this, I've talked to people, and they explain how like medical school tries to trick you, tries to get you to fail, tries to get you to do stuff. What is this? Sometimes they'll do this to keep you from going places, to be like, don't go any further. I think you're gonna have to go back to work. It looks like. Don't just turn around. No. What's going on with you? Oh, maybe somebody. We're gonna go around. There we go. Yeah, I guess. And I imagine probably something to do with the fact that they're in the city and there's like all this GPS doesn't work. They're like, do we turn here? Do we turn there? Yeah. Where we're supposed to go? Yeah. So that'll add to it. But yeah, that's what somebody said. Like they try and trick you. They try and like weed people out. Mm-hmm. And to me, that seems backwards. Wouldn't we want?
Yeah, it's terrible. I really hate the system.
Yeah.
Especially with like the matching. Like some people that don't match, it's terrible. They went through medical school, they gave out their 3 choices, and then they didn't match with the programs that they've chosen.
And that's it?
Yeah. They go back into like residency, but they're like just unmatched, so they're just like undecided.
Yeah, okay.
So they don't know which specialty they'll.
Wow, interesting. And yes, you don't get matched.
They wait until the following year to match again.
Wow, okay. Yeah. And does that mean they don't work, or are they able?
No, they're working during that time. They just don't have a specialty.
It's just not specialized. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it seems really counterintuitive. It just seems like, if you could work with teachers and actually practice, then learn and get good at it, you would find more doctors, better doctors. But here it's the education system is just get money more than anything else.
Yes.
Not teach people.
It's insane.
Yeah.
The debt that they rack up in student loans.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
Like some of them are like over $500,000 in debt.
Right? How?
By the time they get out of school.
That's crazy.
So they go and they get these attending jobs and they get like these big bonuses to start, but they're paying school debt off.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like their whole life.
Yeah. Because it's got the interest on the loans. Mm-hmm. It just drags out forever.
Yeah.
Unless you're making like $400,000 a year on salary,
and then like after you make a certain amount of payments, then you can like apply for the loan forgiveness.
Oh wow! After they got their interest.
I think you have to, at least 10 years. I think.
10 years. 10 years.
It is insane.
Wow. Yeah, this is where I'm very lucky. I joined the cult and I'm a high school dropout. Because I don't have any student debt.
Yeah.
I don't have any student debt. I taught myself cloud infrastructure engineering.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
nice.
I work in tech. Everyone's like, how did you do this without a college degree? I was like, Google. This was not hard. This is not as hard as y'all think it is. But give me the money still. Give me the money. But it's not as hard as you think. So, and that's it. But it's like, I see so many people, I went for computer science, and it's like 7-year master's in computer science, $170,000 of debt that's going to be 30 years of trying to pay it off. And I'm just like, not me, you missed me, sorry, but yikes. And that's it. That seems the system is just get profit off of future generations.
Yeah. There's like no way out.
No way out. And that's the real. There's no other way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm lucky. Again, people didn't know. So I was able to talk like I knew what I was talking about. That was the number one. Yeah, is that people were like, oh, it seems like he knows. I just talk confidently because I'm an actor. I'm an actor playing the part of an IT guy. That's it. And that's the career. Yeah, I constantly surprise myself when I do know what I'm talking about. I'm like, oh, I actually do know how to. Wow. I don't know where I learned that, but cool. This wants me to drop you off on the left, like in the middle of the street.
You can just take a left at the light, and I'm literally on top of it. Not this light, but the next one.
Oh, okay. Just take a left. Yeah, okay. Cool.
I'm on top of the grocery store there on the corner.
Cool. Oh, I got you. Right here?
Yeah, here's fine. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Rest of your day off too.